Let's start simple again, just with saying that phrase with the correct energy.
Let's see what's gonna come through.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what's gonna come through.
Let's see what's gonna come through.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's gonna come through.
So, have you tried those meditation exercises more? Have you reached the point where you actually really detach from yourself and it's not you anymore and you're kind of looking at yourself from...
Yes, that's definitely I had that experience.
Okay, alright, let's go into that state again. And let's say again,
Let's see what's gonna come through.
Let's see what's gonna come through. Let's see what's gonna come through.
Let's see what's gonna come through.
Good. Let's see what's gonna come through.
Let's see what's gonna come through.
Okay, now let's sing an interval. To the right, let's say. Mm-hmm. Remember, everything you express through resistance. So the better resistance you have in this portal, the better you will express yourself. Again. How would Fedor sing? Show me now opposite. Show me the contrast.
So with ego.
With ego, yeah, from your first person. Sing for me from your first person, and then sing for me from someone behind you.
Cool. Let's try that. Okay, now the further singing.
Let's see.
And now third person view.
I see the good difference here. You see, so less pressure, there is less pushing in here. Good.
Yeah.
So that's basically, hold on to that. Now let's go to playing again from the same state of mind.
The interval.
Yeah. Remember, so you press the note, they press the pedal, and you choose one finger, and you go through whatever comes to your mind, because remember, it's also an improvised state of spontaneity, of just listening what's gonna come through and following it in the moment. But remember to constantly intonate, because otherwise it's not going to be connected to playing. And then you can do maybe with both hands, or I don't know how you can do with both hands. Let's see. Good. And so remember that the right way of doing it versus the wrong way is not having any pushing sensation. So not having a further, this is me and I'm trying, but rather detached and just very, very clear, but still with resistance. So that would be the right way. Just make sure that when you have that pull towards the music that comes to your mind, the melody, the harmony, you still remember that the main purpose of this exercise is to feel the distance between the notes with a very easy and simple and transparent energy. That you don't go into the first person because you're so expressive.
You said that intonation is very important, so we do this true voice exercise, but at the same time keeping those resistance between notes.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it's like a little collision because those resistance, it feels in the muscles. And the
Yeah.
muscles is me, you know.
Yes. It's a little bit maybe, since we were talking about phrasing earlier, it's a little bit how you would intonate with resistance and glissando unimportant motifs and phrases. You still feel the distance, but you don't put so much meaning into it because that's not important, that's far away.
The main point is stay away from the effort, stay away from the
Pushing.
the obligation of you need to, you do. So
Yeah.
it's just like you channeling.
You just know anything you're gonna do from further perspective is it has to gonna express only your issues, your trauma, your blockages, your fears. Am I doing everything good? I hope they like me. I'm afraid I'm gonna make a mistake. That's what you're gonna project ultimately. But you have to step away because it's not about you, it's about the music. So as a narrative, you have to be just your goal, like you said, like you just channel. And for that, you need to be very... there is this word on the tip of my tongue. Not отстраненный, but you understand. And like I said, it's that just practice when you, in everyday life as well, when you just step out of yourself and you just start listening what's going on in the moment. And that makes everything so easy. It takes away pressure from your stomach. You don't feel anxiety anymore. So it's the same principle here, because only with this easiness from your side and transparency, you will have this freedom of expression.
I have a word.
Tell me.
It may be scary one, but I think this is the way. You have to die.
Yeah.
You have to die psychologically. So, but die willingly. It's not a suicide. It's like a wisdom of nature. Surrender. Yeah.
Yeah.
Willingly, do this willingly and effortlessly. Because sometimes, if you want to do this like a marketing, like, oh, I will try this to be a more cool pianist, to bring more audience to me, and this is not the thing. So you have to surrender or all the things that you have, like their pleasure. So
your ego goals, as well.
Yeah, but if we tell scientifically, it's like I don't know, but in English, кора головного мозга start to be more cortex. The cortex becomes more quiet, more calm.
Yeah.
Still, and you let your hands do things.
Yeah, very good.
But one question I have again. Then when I let my hands go, sometimes, so I play next note without knowing what it would be. But I need to go there through resistance.
Yeah,
so I need
that's
to
what I
pre-feel.
mean.
I need to pre-feel next note. So this is the important thing, that you need to be aware. So it's like a solfege, you know, you need to be aware of next note.
I would think
Yeah.
that actually, when you even in improvised state, the goal there is not hear the next note, but the goal is to stay in your intonation, to stay on that road and just see where it goes. You see what I mean? Because you can look at the improvisation as like, oh, I hear the note here, I'm gonna press it there. I hear the note there, I'm gonna press it there. But it's a different way. What we want is to actually improvise our intonation. That's a good way to put it. So you still keep everything in intonation, but just see where it goes and follow it.
What if my pressing would be different without my expectance of the next note? So I think, but I press, and now this collision.
No, I'm feeling that I'm reaching that D, and then I play that D.
So you hear, yeah. Okay.
I know where to stop. And after I stop, then I play.
Maybe when you press the first note, you hear what you press. For example, you start with D, you hear that D.
No, the first note, no.
So the first note is like an input
Yeah.
from the outside. Okay.
And then just follow the intonation.
Okay.
Very good, very good. That would be the next step. And then, have you tried to play some pieces from the score that I provided?
Both hands together.
Yeah, so it's not about sight reading, it's about what you do between the notes.
1 note per second.
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
I like this, and I like also what you were doing, that you were not trying to connect the notes. This is important. So just 1 note at a time, but now in the written sequence as it's written in the score, but the same principle. You can use any fingering you want. So that was good.